So here we are at the Edmonton Expo. We've just been told we need to get the hell out of here, so this will be kind of a quick little intro to the guys. And I'm here with.
Nick Johnson.
And Shoyuhara.
But yours says Nick Johnson.
Yeah, I know. It's the table is under his name.
Yeah, I booked the table, and now it looks like I can do twice as much work.
Yeah. Two Nick
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
I knew he was going to do one more.
I wasn't sure. So I wanted to make sure I get you guys before I left.
Yeah,
Give us a little
awesome.
idea about your books.
Sure thing.
All right. So just whoever wants to start first.
You want to talk about wish lists?
Sure. Yeah. So Wishlist is about Pinocchio. Nick and I were talking about one day. What would happen if Pinocchio never got his wish and never became a real boy, and that got things rolling in our heads, and we started coming up with ideas, and then we were like, are we going to do this? I think we're going to do this. And we were like, yeah, this is going to be an anthology. And Nick was able to, gather a bunch of other illustrators we thought would be great to work with. And once we found people that were interested, yeah, we just got the ball rolling and, gave ourselves a deadline. And, and just we wanted to complete it. We were focused on the book after that. We wanted an anthology that had a connecting theme throughout all the stories. So that was the one thing that we really interested us about this particular type of anthology. So, yeah.
And your book?
Just debuted a book this weekend with a fellow named Dallas, and it's called The V Card, and it's basically American Pie with vampires.
Oh, okay.
So the main character is 400 years old, never bit anybody. He's getting a lot of pressure from his friends to get his fangs wet. He ends up falling for a lady whose dad is a vampire slayer. So we've all been there.
Yeah. That happened just last week for me.
Ditto. But it's a really fun book to work on. Really colorful, really satirical. Yeah.
Now you're saying sticking to the schedule. Did you stick to your schedule for the other book?
Yeah, we were very well. Actually, I think we had a soft deadline, which is a nice way of saying we were all late.
Yeah. Actually, Nick and I, we buckled down near the last month because we were just we had ideas, but that were too big, and it was the time was running short. So yeah, we actually had to do our comics in less than practically a month. But even though we had about a 6-month.
We had a year.
Cushion.
We give ourselves a year.
A year. Oh God. Yeah. I'm trying to make it sound better.
A soft year, followed by a hard month.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys are located in Calgary, or?
Yeah, we're both Calgary.
Yeah, Calgary.
Yeah.
And you said this is your second or first?
First comic. Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
You didn't
I
know
always
that?
forget.
I tricked him.
Yeah, he told me he was a pro. As for comics, I've been doing this since I was in high school, so I probably have 20 books under my belt at this point.
Really?
All self-published though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now you guys finding that with the way the things is, the internet, connecting with people from all over the place, is self-publishing something you're more comfortable with, or do you still want that book to go to, let's say, Image, which is probably I wouldn't say, it's kind of a little rough, but they're close to it. The publishers, the guys creating the books, it's their property, right?
Yeah.
Do you still want something like that, or do you prefer this a little bit market here?
I personally, I've been self-publishing for a long time. I would like to give it a try working with a publisher.
Yeah.
That'd be really awesome. But the cool thing is that when you're self-publishing, you get to do whatever you want. You can talk about whatever you want. You can break genres, and you can do some risque stuff, and not have to worry about a publisher cracking down on you. So I think if I could work with a publisher who would let me be free to tell the story I want to tell, I'd be all open for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same school of thought. Yeah, it would be nice actually to give it a try, to work with a well-known publisher. But there's something really appealing about self-publishing as well. There's a great level of freedom, and that's usually a great opportunity to see some really unique stuff out there. So yeah.
I noticed one thing with those the ones you're talking, to say Image. Let's use Image as an example. Now, your books, you said you got how many issues you want? An anthology? You want 5 or 6 issues with the one?
That's our first one. We're thinking about maybe doing a second one, but we
Yeah.
have a lot of solo projects that we're doing, so we might give it some time.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because get it all together, send it to them, see what they think.
Yeah.
Give me an idea.
Yeah, and there's no harm in that. Like the book is
No.
already done. It's like this really polished little package. So
Yeah.
why not send it off and just see what happens? And
Yeah, give
maybe,
me an idea.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's the first.
Yes.
So anything you're gonna have ready for Calgary?
Yeah, for Calgary, I'm hoping to have the last 2 issues of V Card out. So
Okay.
all 4 issues will be totally done. You can read the whole story.
Okay.
And I'm going to have an anthology of all my previous short stories over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's called Nick Johnson, All of Me. Kind of based on the Farrah Fawcett Playboy video.
All I can think about was there you're standing with the mic like Michael Bublé. Listen, all of me. Yeah. So.
Good song.
Hey, we've got good harmony.
Yeah. The old white guy and the good-looking young guy.
No comment there.
Yeah, I don't want to say.
Hey, I know who I am. So, is there any place that the guys can get you online? People can contact you online, get the book, and give that information out.
For sure, Comixology has wish lists. Comixology is like the place to go for digital comics. And if you go to, for me, my website is nickj.ca, and they can check out stuff there.
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah, and mine is just showyuhara.com, and it's my portfolio site, and I've got all my stuff on there, all the latest. So. Oh yeah,
I think,
yeah. Slash Nick Johnson.
So you're on Comixology, eh?
Yeah.
How's that working out for you?
It's you need to promote the book. It's not like once it's on Comixology, like, yay, the job is done. Let watch the money roll in. It takes constant promotions, but it feels good because it was a tough submission process to kind of put it all together and a long time to hear back about it.
Yeah.
But once it was on there and I was flicking through on the iPad, I was like, yeah, this feels great.
It feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we'll make this the end of it because you guys didn't want to get picked up and get going. But I have 2 questions. The second one depends on the first one. Okay? All right. You like peanut butter?
I do like peanut butter.
Absolutely.
Fridge or shelf?
You know, the label says keep it refrigerated, and I follow the rules.
Okay.
Shelf until recently. I tried it in the fridge, didn't like it, put it back in the shelf.
All right. All right, guys. Thank you a lot. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for sticking around for a little bit.